Okay, so there's been announcements in regards of the Neo Geo arcade cabinet that's supposed to be coming out in November 2020, and this built-in cabinet's supposed to have 50 built-in games, and that's 10 more games that we're going to get opposed to what we got in the Neo Geo Mini, which came out back in 2018. I believe it was during the summer of 2018. And there's a lot of games, a whole laundry list of games I'll be up there, such as the King of Fighters games, the Fatal Fury games, the Samurai Showdown games, and the Metal Slug games. A lot of games that a lot of people didn't get to play in the 90s unless they actually went to an arcade center back in the day. And the reason why a lot of people didn't get a chance to play the older Neo Geo games back in the day is because the luxury console was really expensive. I believe it was at least $650 when it first came out in 1990, and the games was anywhere between $150 to $300. And the reason why the games were very expensive along with the console itself is because the quality of it was so great, and it was so much better than that of the SNES and the Sega Genesis, which were all 16-bit game systems. The Neo Geo made those two game systems look very inferior, but at the same time, people didn't have that kind of money to purchase a game console or to purchase games like that. So that's probably why it didn't do so well in America. And based on what we know about the arcade cabinet that's supposed to be coming out in November of 2020, is the fact that the unit will have a 17-inch LCD screen with 10 language options. You'll be able to play both home and arcade versions of each games. And you'll also have access to two sets of controls for multiplayer bouts. And that's something that a lot of people might find appealing because nowadays, I guess, well, actually, it's really hard to tell, if it's something that, would appeal to a lot of people nowadays, considering the current condition of this country and how unemployment is up. And this is still very expensive because I believe you could buy a PS4 or an Xbox One X. Well, not the Xbox One X isn't out yet, but you could buy an Xbox One for less than you would get this. And I guess this is something that is for people who never got the Neo Geo Mini or never got a chance to play the Neo Geo Mini since it's been out, because I heard it didn't do as well as, I guess, as SNK thought it would, or as many people thought it would. But for those who didn't get a chance to play the Neo Geo Mini, you'll have your opportunity to get the Neo Geo arcade cabinet with 50 built-in games. And the cool thing about this is that the price of the Neo Geo arcade cabinet is supposed to average around $500 when it's first released, and that's at least $150 less than the luxury console that came out back in 1990. That was $650, but that's still a lot of money even by today's standards. So it's going to be very interesting to see how successful the Neo Geo arcade cabinet that comes out in November of 2020 is going to be going into the year 2021, especially considering the fact that November is right around the holiday season.